Thank you. I am proud to accept this on behalf of the NAACP, on behalf of our 1,200 volunteer-led active units across this nation, and on behalf of our 64-person board who overwhelmingly voted to support marriage equality, including our chairman, Rosalind Brock, and our past chairman, Julian Bond. I'm proud this evening to be joined by leaders on our national staff and the leader of the Maryland NAACP, Gerald Stansberry. Like his peers in Maine, Minnesota, and Washington State, Gerald is on the front line fighting for marriage equality every single day. Especially proud to be here with my wife, Leah, tonight. This is our first date since our son was born on the 4th of July. Sitting at our table, a civil rights legend. When I say this man is a civil rights legend, let me make this clear. He was the organizer in Memphis leading the sanitation workers when Dr. King was killed. Bill Lucey, who 30 years ago stood up at a tough and contentious union convention and said that the fight for LGBT rights and the fight against racism were one and the same. In the more than 4 years that I've been president of the NAACP, I've made it very clear that in order to have friends, you gotta be a friend. Because as Dr. King once said to a teacher of mine, if you're comfortable in your coalition is too small. Our society must realize the promise that our school children recite back to us every day when they say our great pledge. We must truly become one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. That pledge is what we aspire to as an ideal, but is not the lived experience of millions upon millions in this country. And it must be. We owe it to our children, for when they say that pledge, as my 6-year-old daughter does every day, they don't think that's where they may live one day. They know in their hearts that's where we live right now. And I'm not going to disappoint her. In order for us to become one nation, all of the leaders in this room, and we are all in one way leaders, all of us in this room, we must act as if we are one nation already. So it's with pride that I ask you to join me in the rallying cry of the NAACP. I think you've heard our president say this once or twice. Fired up, ready to go. Fired up,
ready to go.
Fired up,
ready to go.
As a great American family, whether we were born here or whether our families sacrificed everything to be here, what binds us together is our commitment to persevere in the face of great odds. Not to just secure our individual family's future, but that of our neighbors too. As American parents, we believe nothing more fervently than that every generation must be better off and more open-minded than the last. As an American people, we celebrate the many times that our nation has led this world away from hate and ever towards hope. And so in this precipitous moment, when we as a movement are on the brink of massive change and tremendous progress, when here we are less than 50 years removed from when my parents' own marriage was illegal in our home state of Maryland, when here we are finally at a place where we can be confident that the day will come when marriage equality will be the law of the land in every single state. Let us stand up for marriage equality from coast to coast and border to border. Let us stand together against racism as HRC did when you joined us at the Stonewall Inn last March to declare our joint opposition to racial profiling in New York City. And let us keep on standing up together until this great country finally becomes, as our school children pray for it to be every single day, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you and God bless.